chose this world because I think it's a good beginning world for us to like check in and notice how we're all doing as human beings and as VR chatters and as what other ever identities you hold. I'm a social scientist, but I also do community leadership. And this is a group that has had 2 incarnations. One was in Alt Space, the next one was in Horizon, and now here it is in VR Chat. It just keeps hopping. So HOP stands for Human on Purpose, and it goes with the question, if I was here not just to get away from my physical reality, but I was also here to just be present and learn how to be a human on purpose in my life, finding purpose, practicing purposeful thought and emotions and listening, what would I do with my time? And how do I know when I'm on purpose and when I'm kind of unraveling out of that purpose and feeling more fear? And how do I come back to my center in that? Would you like to throw into the middle any uncomfortable emotions? Let's try to recall which emotions were already in the middle. What did we have? We had anxiety, terror, embarrassment. You gotta help me out. You're throwing them in the middle.
Uncertainty.
There was
Uncertainty.
Loneliness.
There was a phobia one.
Loneliness. Which one?
There was phobias I said earlier, although that might be into the thing.
Anxiety.
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 Yeah.
Panic.
Yeah. Hey, no one.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'll say
Okay, cool.
sadness too. I don't think
Sadness.
that was
Yeah.
included before.
Hello.
I don't
Just
think
general
sadness
sadness, yeah.
was, but yeah, thank you. Anger was also, right? What else did we have?
Anger, yeah.
Welcome. And
Full
so
trust.
now I want you to take whatever emotion that you put in there and we're going to actually ask a question about it that we're going to try to answer tonight. If we were thinking about these as future friends, maybe foes right now because they're all very uncomfortable, but they're going to be a future friend, what would I want to learn about my uncomfortable emotion? What if our emotions are actually giving us information on our environments and on the people around us, how they're doing? Emotions. What are we noticing in this world? What does this world make us feel?
I'm in awe
Liminal.
of how beautiful it is.
It feels centered.
There's
feels cozy. It's very, very
Cozy.
home-like, you know?
Yeah.
Cozy.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Peaceful.
peaceful.
I find the opposite.
I saw a
I
hand
don't feel like
raised.
home.
Got another question.
Thanks.
Because what we've done last week with this group is we go to worlds and we explore them, and then we kind of take pauses in the worlds and we check in about like, is this fear emotions for us? Is this flow? Are we feeling awe and gratitude and trust and curiosity? And then we get to compare notes, get to learn about how these environments make us feel. Yeah, just know that, what is your flow world where you're like, yeah, we're rocking out. I love this world. Could be somebody else's fear world. So this is a time where we get to pay attention to each other and listen and notice how everybody's feeling, not just ourselves. Brightest first, is this a fear or flow world and why?
My mic was muted. A lamo. This is kind of like a flow word for me.
This is a... Yay.
And time hitting you all the
Aw.
time.
This is kind of picturesque.
I know.
Yeah, and like all your gears rusting. Yeah.
Wow.
We
Okay.
made
Reminds me
it!
of that.
Yay!
We made it.
I'll take-
We were talking about what if you could change the skybox to maybe rain or nighttime. What would that do to make this a fear or a flow world? Would it
Yeah.
affect it? Yeah.
But it's basically a game where we're just going to make up a story to go with the feeling that we're feeling right now. Right? And it's going to be a
I
one
love this
sentence
game.
story. Okay? One sentence story. So I'm going to say that, and maybe you can even guess the feeling that I'm feeling. When I was a kid and this tower fell over, I lost my best friend that very day. What am I feeling?
Now it's sad.
Yeah.
Sad.
Sadness.
Mm-hmm.
And who wants to try that
Sad.
themselves? So describe the feeling. Tell a story. 1 sentence story.
It's like loneliness,
Strange.
solitude,
Yeah.
I
New
guess
life.
bitterness in a way. I guess my 1 sentence story for this place would be: someone once cared to put all this here, but no one knows where they went.
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
Before
That's
you say what the
good.
feeling is, notice what it's in your body. Where did that hit you in your body? Did everybody hear that story?
Yes.
Like a past that you're never going to discover, and you kind of feel sad about it. Like you're never going to know like
Sadness? Try to
the person
locate your sadness
made it.
in your body. Is it in your head? Is it in your feet? Is it in your tips of your hands? Where did the sadness hit you?
Stomach.
Or
In the
wh-
throat.
In your throat. Okay. And chest?
My vocal cords.
Vocal
I agree with
cords.
I'd probably say my chest too.
Yeah.
My head.
In head.
My stomach feels something.
Yeah, I felt it hit me
Must have
somewhere
been.
between my throat and my sternum. It felt like something just opened up. Nobody knows where they were. All this intention, all this care.
This cabin reminds me a little bit of one of my family members' cabins who they still live up in kind of a rural part of Arizona, and in a way the cabin itself kind of reminds me of that setting
Okay.
up in the mountains.
Just like a memory? Yeah, yeah.
For
What
me,
about
I
you?
actually feel the opposite. I feel isolation and fear a little bit, actually.
Yeah.
This place does not
Oh,
seem
I got my
familiar to
flashlight.
me, and it's out here in the middle of nowhere. No civilization, no signs of it whatsoever.
I
This
feel
feels-
restless.
I don't feel like
Like I want to run around
Agree.
and be like, ah! I don't know why, but that's what's inside of me. Maybe it's that I want to be
want
this
to be
human being.
screaming,
Yeah.
but this feels like a world. It feels like a place that I would go to escape reality. Just
Wander.
walk to
Okay,
myself in
this
the
escape
Mhm.
world. Yeah. So many different kinds of feelings.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are. We're these human beings wearing avatars in a digital world with all these pixels swimming about in our eyes. And we have so many stories we're telling ourselves about each other and ourselves. It's amazing we ever get along and we're not all in continual conflict all the time. Yeah, absolutely. Join the group if you'd like. All right, hop in. We got everybody coming. This world has an interesting story. I've met the creators of this world. But before I tell you this story, before we play our appreciation game, and before you read anything about it, what do you tell yourself as a story about this world, just from what you can see here?
Oh no.
Yeah, there is a joke to it, but it's also a very sad world. All of these sausages represent all the people in a different application on the very final day, at the very final hour, at the very final minute that application existed. The whole community, thousands and thousands of people, this is their memory of the last moment of having their community because that application was closed down.
Aww. Which
I think I
app
saw
was it?
some of
If you
them.
know?
Down there, they're still alive.
Was it Rec Room?
On that island right there. See, they're waving their arms at us.
Rec
Not
Room's still
Rec
alive.
Room.
Oh, I see them.
One is
You see
crying.
they're jumping and waving at us.
There's a lot of sad sausages in this world who are losing their
Club
homes.
Penguin.
So we have a hand raise. Thank you very much for remembering that. Pathy, what do you notice? So now we're going to play the appreciation game, which is we imagine a ball. I'm going to conjure it up in my hand. And inside this ball is all the energy that everybody spent tonight sharing and listening and feeling all those ick feelings. And it's right here. And even though we can see lots of special things in VR, I just want to verify that you can all see this imaginary appreciation ball in my hands. You see it? You see it? Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to start this game and I'm going to throw it to somebody who maybe didn't expect that I was noticing them, that I was listening, that I was feeling their energy. And then you, we've got some balls that can actually come out and create chaos. Love it. And then whoever this ball goes to, now it's your turn. You can either throw it into the center and somebody else can pick it up, or you can challenge yourself and throw it to somebody who was least expecting it from you, but who maybe would really appreciate hearing from you. Okay, so here's the ball. And I'm going to throw it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yay.
I'm really glad I came.
Me too. Okay, you have the ball. Where would you like to throw it?
Little old me.
Yeah.
Why? Tell me why.
Remind me not to jump. I just really like the energy that you give, the vibes you have. Yeah.
Oh my
like a jelly
god.
hand.
I did not
Yeah.
expect that. That was unexpected. That was so sweet. Thank you. I like you too. I think you're
No
cool.
problem.
Oh.
Aw.
This is a self-awareness, self-improvement group where we're all learning together. We're sharing about being humans on purpose and practicing leaning into uncomfortable emotions and experiences as part of that. So I can start with my body. I've been noticing in the last couple of days that I've been breathing more shallowly. So that's what I've been feeling lately. And I'm going to pretend that I've just put that into the middle of the circle. I'm like, there is my anxiety and lostness, and maybe some guilt. And there it is in the middle. Who else wants to put an uncomfortable emotion in the middle? Even if I'm not lunging when I'm being impulsive, maybe my voice is telling me I'm a little sharper. Yeah. What other uncomfortable emotions do we want to throw in? Big bonfire on this rock. Those are powerful. Defeat and embarrassment. Wow. How do you know you're feeling defeat? It's almost like that frozen soldierness just starts to melt into like just tears. But it's not like relief tears. It's just there's nothing else to do except let it out somewhere. Yeah, you know, this is a thing we could talk about more at some point, but we'll just hold there. Thank you for bringing both of these pieces, climate change and the ick of cancel culture, right? The cancel culture, we think about like, oh, that one person on the stage is being targeted and that's what cancel culture is. But cancel culture happens all the time in these tiny doses. And it's just like a little star going out and a little solar system going dark. But nobody was looking that way, so it's hard to feel it. But it's still a loss. And those things happen all the time.
It's so easy to happen too, because sometimes it can start off be like, oh yeah, that one guy, they kind of took me off that one time. But before you know it, because you told someone, they told the people, and then you didn't mean to like cancel them, but everyone knows.
Just starts to spin. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's really sad about all of that, though? When it comes to people who try to cancel one another, anyone who is outside of the main group, which most of those situations should obviously be kept private at some point. Most of the people who are outside of that group only ever use the whole pointing fingers to cancel culture thing to basically be seen as, hey, I'm a good person. See, this person bad.
Right.
Do all these things to them. I'm great. Please look at me. I'm a great person, even though it has nothing to do with me.
Ooh, we can be in the lava. Dude,
Yeah, it's
that's
crazy.
interesting. That's a word for it. Plasma hell. This feels like there is no suntan lotion that could really.
I mean, it is
protect.
hell.
Right. You know, sometimes I think about, like, what if there are planets in the solar systems in the universe that don't have the mythos of hell? Like,
Yeah,
what would life be like without believing that this exists? And how does it serve us to believe in this? What does it give us to believe that we can exist in a place that makes us in excruciating and continual pain? Now you're in the bottom of the pit of hell.
I'm being boiled.
You're being boiled. I think we should get you out of here. Okay, come out. Whoa. Look, there's a spaceship. What is that? No, it's a rock. But why are rocks floating in the sky?
Definitely clouds.
Are they clouds?
Right?
Oh wait. Oh.
I kind of like this world as a bridge from hell. I feel like hell is right over the edge from every direction.
Yeah, it does.
I also don't have the world volume on, so I'm gonna try that. See if that. Oh, the world volume's a little. I feel more anxiety with the world volume. How do you feel? This is your kind of flow world. You must be in heaven here.
Yeah, look at all these
Like, there's
books.
Books.
Look, the Science of Happiness right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Right next to
So we're
Financial
doing-
Freedom. Yeah.
We're doing a little checkout here. It's a very tiny ball. I'm going to hand it to you, tiny person. And now it's big in your hands. Wow. I love how you have just vibed with us tonight and kind of blended in and asked good questions. And just, it's as if you've been to all the other groups we've done and you just came for the first time tonight.
Thanks. I mean, these type of groups, like, I don't know, like they are quite unique, and I get more outgoing with this type of environment, like more extroverted, you could say. And I mean, yeah, they're quite interesting, to be fair. But yeah, I'm like talking about that, like I could appreciate you guys, like because like I think your communities were like the first ones. Like it's like you guys have an ecosystem, right, of Discord groups, and they're pretty chill, to be fair, and like they're really cool. So yeah, I'll just throw you the ball.
Woo! You got it. It's a big one. You got it in your hands. Holding
Or
it.
do I give it to someone else now? Oh, I gotta give the
Yeah.
last one.
We all get to give appreciation.
Actually, I was gonna give give it to back to. I just want to say I really appreciate how you're able to make just make like a whole event, or like just make the atmosphere feel very lighthearted.
It's weird to have an effect just by a presence. So thank you.
Isn't
I
it?
appreciate that.
Yeah. The flavors that we bring and in our how we comment, how we respond, what we say, what we don't. Isn't that, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I think this is such a really good moment. We get to close on some vulnerability. And this is actually a really good example of what happens in appreciations, right? So I can't tell you how many appreciations I've seen over the years that starts with, I'm sorry. And it makes me think back to the days. But this was actually 3 layers, what you just did there. This was a, hey, something you did wasn't cool with me. B, I'm sorry for holding that against you all this time. And C, yay, I'm letting that go. I actually really like you. And that is the story that we can tell when we have identity, when we feel seen. Because then it's gone from feeling just shame, right? I shouldn't, I'm doing this wrong, or I'm shaming you. to guilt, to a sense of like, nah, I messed up here. I want to change that. And I have enough gratitude to believe this is going to be a bridge for us. And I can communicate something that I need to let you know, and we're going to be okay. And that's freaking epic, right? How many times have you ever been taught to apologize when you're feeling shame, when you're feeling a lot of scarcity, and it doesn't make it better? You just kind of have to leave your body to get it through it. And it's not real. It's not honest. But then there are these miracles of moments where we're like, I feel courageous and I'm going to tell you the truth. And also, I'm glad you're in my life. I'm glad we had this next moment together. All of that is true. How beautiful.
Wendigo sausage.
That's our group.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, hey.
Head pat shower. No head pat shower.
I can't give head pets. I don't have arms.
Do you want us to head
I don't have
Head pets for Haya?
Head pets for Haya.
Head pats for
Head
me.
pets.